Happy Friday! So guys, yesterday FOMC, the question was, were we going to dump off? We started the little pump into FOMC, then had a little dip off, and this is the drawing from yesterday. So now it is time. I see we are now preparing for a nice little 1 hour break of trend, which means get ready for another leg to the upside. And what's obviously very exciting about this is that we're getting the dominance correct, right? So this is what we said yesterday. Dominance is going to start dropping off. And look at this. We're very near a low break over here and another push down within dominance. So what does that result in? A $200 Solana. Well done. We have a bunch of new tokens also breaking out today. So for me, I am now looking and understanding the breakouts that we are getting. Over the last couple of days, we've seen 4-hour breakouts, we've seen 8-hour breakouts. What you're getting today is daily breakouts, which actually means that this current pump is still, it's going to extend more to the upside, and then later on a bit of a bigger dip. So it means that these are higher time frame breaks that are happening right now, which does mean in the short time, not much pullbacks. Not much pullbacks at all. Some tokens have pulled back into zones. I want to show you guys that I spoke about yesterday. But when it comes to a bunch of tokens, they're actually going for the higher time frame resistances. By having Bitcoin at $76,000 and having dominance wanting to come down, you are going to see a bunch of strong pushes from different altcoins on different days. Today, I want to highlight the new tokens that are breaking trends today. And I want to make sure that we are ready for, what, a $260 Solana? We see ETH. ETH's about to break out again, so it's the 3K plus on ETH. We got Dogecoin getting ready for another push. Then we got a bunch of other altcoins as well. So guys, happy Friday to you all. Today, I'm going to go through new trades, new tokens, higher time frame breakouts, ones that we can hold for a good period of time, as well as some leverage entries as well for you guys. And then it is Friday. It's the community day. I'm going to take, at the end of the show, at least 15 to 20 minutes of your guys' tokens. And then we can go through your trades and see what you're thinking and see if we align, right? If you've been learning and if you're understanding how to actually do things. So no more wasting time. Happy Friday to you all. Let's find my intro video. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like sniper. Welcome to Sheldon Show.
Yo, Banter fam, what's happening? You're brand new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and like the video up. If you guys are getting some good entries this week, like the video up. I want to see who's in the market, who's doing well, what's happening, how are you feeling? I want to see the likes fly up. Again, we get over 2,000 likes. I'll do some giveaways. But the main thing is, guys, the likes is what makes me understand that you're doing good. If you're doing good, I know I'm on the right path, and I know that I'm teaching and giving you guys the right information. So the like button is a big thing, so smash it, and let's get going. How's everyone doing? What are we, 70% bullish today? 73% bullish. Nice. Still a couple of people suspecting, or just not suspecting, but a little bit bearish, which is good. I want you to stay in that mind frame that you're buying pullbacks, okay? And you're buying either pullbacks or high time frame break of trends. Those are the two differences I want to speak about today, okay? Because some tokens blow off, and you got to be patient for a nice pullback. Some tokens are only just starting the pump, though. So it may look like they're going up a lot in the last 2 days, but you don't realize that it's actually breaking a time frame that's going to send this altcoin pumping for the next 2 weeks. Then you are still early. It's all about how early are you catching those nice breakout zones. So I want to highlight a bunch for those for you guys today. Let's get going. So let's quickly speak about a couple of things. Let's go through Bitcoin over here and just chat about yesterday. What we were basically seeing. So yesterday was all about, was FOMC going to slow down anything? That was the question, right? We started off a little bit of a dump off and then a little bit of a push. And right now we've just been trending sideways over here on Bitcoin. But this was the drawing. And what I was waiting for was actually a little bit of a possible little deeper dip into this zone over here. But the market is really just not bearish at all, right? It is literally, not only is it not bearish, I think you guys are starting to realize when we get to this little picture over here, what this looks like, guys, when the money starts to shift, it just means that when Bitcoin starts, when we start at the top, right, with the money flow, let's go to this cash flow one over here. When the money starts with Bitcoin, Bitcoin will break through barriers, and then it's going to slow down. And when it slows down, then it gives the likes of ETH, which one am I pointing? This way. ETH, okay, and large caps to start catching up. And then what happens is Bitcoin starts again. and then it goes ETH, and then large cap. So all you're going to see is that when Bitcoin slows down is when you start getting a dominance pullback. And when the dominance pullback, that's when you start getting your larger alts and the stuff start to catch up. We are still not at the full-blown alt range yet, and I want to speak about that today, as when are we going to get to the smaller caps to start pumping? We're nearly there. I'll probably say we're around 2-3 weeks away from gaming and smaller caps to really start catching. But right now, what we are seeing is we are definitely seeing this being respected. We have seen a bit of an ETH pump. Not only are we seeing an ETH pump, we're seeing an ETH breakout again. Okay, we have started to see a Solana and Sui. These tokens, the larger caps, are starting to break out major highs and all these sort of things. And these are the ones that we're going to start paying attention to as well, is a little bit of the smaller caps as well. These are ones that, for me, we got to put in some high time frame trends and get ready for those possible breakouts at any moment as well. So what you're seeing now is you're seeing a Bitcoin slow down. When Bitcoin slows down, what happens? Dominance starts to pull back, and we start to get a catch up within a bunch of tokens. What then is also very amazing, and this is why I want to remind you guys again to definitely have Banter bubbles, right? Because Banter bubbles is going to show you what is moving. I don't know if you noticed, but what a good pump from Cardano. Cardano is starting to come up, right? At the moment, couple of new tokens. I'm going to give you the first ones. I'm going to give you a spot trade right now, and then I'll move on to the next as I'm looking for. This token over here is what I think is next. That's going to make us some good money at the moment. Token that has been brutally hit for long, did really well in the bear market, down to 35 cents. Polygon Matic. Now, let me show you this chart over here and show you guys what I'm thinking, what I'm seeing over here at Matic. Look at this. About to start off, right? This is how it looks, obviously, on the high. Look at this on the daily, guys. Look at this. I just want to show you how big this trend is. This is a great spot trade. Great spot trade to get in, to make some cash, and to take your profits and move on to the next, okay? But a token that is good fundamentally, I've always loved Matic, okay? Did get brutally hit for a while. Look how long this trend is. This is trend that's coming all the way from March, long-ass daily trend. And when I'm buying a daily chart breakout, it means it's a spot trade. Now, again, leverage trades and stuff, you can trade in between. But you also got to zoom out, and I want to remind you guys again that your spot bags are going to make you just as much money as leverage bags and things like that. Make sure to don't underestimate getting good entries on high time frame lows on spot, how much money that actually makes you over a full bull market or over a really strong bull rally versus just 10xing and going crazy on your leverages. Your leverages, you're going to win some, you're going to have bad days, it's going to do this up and down, but your actual spot bags is something that if you buy at the right point, you sit in your hands and you're going to make a great amount of money over the bigger shifts. Right? We even saw a nice push of Matic. Matic was sitting over $1 to $1.2. Now it's down to 35 cents over here. And again, my goal here is to bring you guys early breakouts, early trades, early things that are happening now over here at the moment. So here for me, the way it works with Matic is pretty simple. Matic has now broken a very long daily trend. And what that means for me now, especially because Bitcoin's at all-time high territory and the dominance is showing that strength, is I'm starting to look at a little bit of mid-range targets. Okay, so you got your main 618, which is actually at 90 cents, a lot higher than my box over here. But I got two big zones over here for some take profits. The first one is at 60 cents, all right? 60 to 62 cents. That gives you already an idea of the percentages of what we're looking from this trade, or up to a 70% trade for the first major target. The next target that I'm looking at, if the market starts to extend very quickly, is basically when it gets to this zone, I would probably take my initial capital out, okay? And then I'm looking at the 80 cents and back to $1. Then I've taken my profits and I've moved on, keeping 10% of the position for the bull market. So I just want to explain that to you for a second. I love Matic personally, okay, very much. But ultimately, when it comes to your long-term bags, you kind of got to take many bets as well. So what I'm starting to do is I'm starting to do a spot long-term method. And what that basically means is I'm taking a bunch of spot trades now, okay? And I'm actually going to take profits on these spot trades, but I'm going to leave 10 to 20% in for the bull market for the long term. And what that basically does is when it gets to a certain area, not only am I going to get my money back and take profits back into my pocket and make sure that I have money, I'm also giving myself a couple of long-term bags that I probably wouldn't have had if I didn't work out this method. So what that's doing is it's going to give me a bit of Matic for the bull market. So if Matic wants to go to all-time highs again, I'm sitting with a bag. Not only am I sitting with a bag, I'm sitting at the bag at the bottom. I don't know if you noticed over here. We are right at the bottom of the range over here. This thing gets anywhere back to $3, 10x from here. Amazing. Okay, but it also means for me that as a long-term buyer, I'm not willing to go put all my long-term cash and too much into Matic at this point. So again, what I'm doing is I am running currently on around about a 70, 20, 10. okay, a percentage of my portfolio. So what that means for me is around 60 to 70% is no touch for a couple of months. Okay, only but try add a little bit now and then, but that's my long-term bags. 20% is my spot trading. Things that I'm going to trade, the bigger swings, make my 70, 60, 70, 80% gains, get out, get cash, and make sure that I always have cash for those big red days that will come at any moment, because you will get the big shakeouts, you'll get the fat big candles, and I want to make sure that I got cash. But what it's also doing then is when I do take profits on that specific trade, I am leaving 10 to 20% in for the long term. That 20% I'll send to my long-term bag, and I'm basically using my spot bag to make me more long-term bags. That's what I'm doing. And what it's also doing is it's making a cash business, that every couple of weeks I have a fresh bunch of cash that I'm sitting on, okay, and I'm only allowed to buy on a double-digit red day, okay? So that is my rule going forward now. So I'm going to take profits up, and then I'm sitting on cash, and when there's a double-digit, when I jump on the bubbles here and I see a nice fat double-digit red day, that's when I'm getting ready to deploy that capital back in, okay? And what that does is it's allowing me to get in the market and get some cash in the market, and always have cash for red days. That's a very important thing. Plus, it's a great method for me to accumulate a little bit more of a long-term bag. My long-term bag will stay in until the monthly stocks, until probably in the next 6 to 9 months will I start actually laddering out of that account, okay? And there's a couple of high time frame views that I'll be looking at for that. Then that 10% is my leverage and margins. These ones are to buy me stuff and to pay shit off. So for example, I have currently, I got around $50,000 that I trade for salaries for my one business. And I'm trying to pay off as many salaries. I'm actually trying to accumulate as many months as possible that my salaries are covered for my companies. Okay, so there's one there that's like, you know what, if this thing pumps and it goes from 50K and I take us into 300K, I can take 3-4 months, boom, that's that over there. Then it's a nice little, okay, where am I going to take the wife and family on holiday? Then this, so that little 10% is for me to enjoy the market, but also pay things. So for example, if you got debt, nothing wrong with having 10% part of your portfolio trading some of your debt. No problem. Oh, good month. Fantastic. Let me go pay some debt. Let me go do this sort of stuff. So it's all about understanding the different percentages and what the part of your portfolios are doing. Okay, very important. So here again, 𝗦𝗡𝗥 is one of my calls for today. I think we're very early. Okay, I actually think these TPs are conservative. However, it's getting me into a great habit of having a strategy this bull market. So again, my entry zones are here, and I will be putting a stop loss. My stop loss will be going on this yellow line of around 30 cents. 30 cents over here is more or less where I'm looking at putting my stop loss on this spot trade over here. My take profits, because what I'll do for you guys, let's quickly put this in over here. Let's put this in. For those who are watching out there, let's just pop this in over there. And let's put this here and this here. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys now. Okay, over there, boom. And then I'm going to make it nice and big. There's it nice and big. Okay, you got 10 seconds to take a photo. And then I'm moving on to the next one. There's the numbers. The yellow line over there, you can see the number over here at the bottom. There's it over there. Okay, cool. We got it. You got your photos. You got that. Cool. Fantastic. Next trade. Let's move on. Okay, so that is one of the big ones. So again, what did I say over there? I said, you know what? When Bitcoin starts going sideways, okay, and then dominance starts dropping, and then Bitcoin starts to move to break out, because what you are seeing now on Bitcoin, and let's actually go over here and zoom in on the shorter time frame, you could see that we're on a verge of a little 1 hour breakout. So it looks like the market wants to get going again pretty soon, and you can see very much that here we are starting to push out. The moment that I see a little bit of strength within Bitcoin, I jump straight here again to the bubbles, and I go look at what is new that I have not seen for a couple of days. When I see something, oh, even Dot is waking up. Did anyone notice that? Dot is now waking up as well. I see my internet is horrible. I don't know why my internet's so bad. Nonetheless, excuse us, Africa. Why can't we just get Starlink? Why can't Elon and the government just make friends? They're talking. I hope they're talking. It'll be nice if we can just have some good internet in our damn country. Okay. But again, guys, what this does now is look here. Now I'm like, oh, okay, Dot. Now I go jump out over here and I say, okay, put in quickly Dot. Am I frozen? I'm back. Okay. Just get me back on. Why? I wonder if I should plug in over here. What a mess. Should I plug in? Okay. Anyway, guys, so what I've done now is, again, I put out the bubbles and I'm, oh, dot is doing something. So now what I do is I zoom out and I go, look, short time frame. Wow. Starting to wake up, starting to do something. Oh, come on. Yeah, no, I'm just going to plug in. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. Sorry about the internet problems. Let's see if this fixes things. Okay, let me know.
What's up? Here comes our super sniper Sheldon. What's up? We love our crypto sniper Sheldon. Super sniper Sheldon. Crypto sniper Sheldon.
Okay, guys, better. I think I'm back. What's up? Okay, so again, what you have over here is now you look at dots and you're like, wow, this thing's moving nicely on the short time frame. Okay, now one thing that's very important, guys, for your long term, you are stingy. You want the best projects in the world. You want quality. You want to be in all different narratives. When it comes to trading, you are trading to make money. That's what you are here for. Okay, so again, Matic, it's a very small part of my long term, but wow, am I trading this thing today to make cash, right? And that's the same thing because money is going to move. So what you're seeing now is, look, that we're on the verge of a 12-hour breakout. Now I zoom out and I say, okay, let's look and zoom out a little bit more. And let's go back. And now I'm like, okay, pretty interesting. We are actually a 12-hour breakout. But actually, wow, let's zoom out here. This is a daily breakout. So here is now unlocked another spot trade for you guys today. And you can see over here that there we are just breaking the daily right now. So what that does is now you follow the simple recipe. Is what you do is you understand that you want to be buying this before it breaks the high, because then you're getting a little bit too late. Okay, so whenever we break out, there will be a high on the left. And that is your limit of where you want to be buying. You want to always be buying under that high over there. You never want to buy too much into resistance. And what that does is that gives me my buy zone over here. Let's make it green. Boom, boom. There you have your buy zone over now. Then what you have next is you pop in and you put in your nice little stop loss under the trend. Fantastic. And then what you do is you start looking at the range from where it came down to the bottom. Again, guys, Sniper School will teach you all of this. So you can go through the Sniper School over there, but 618 over here and giving me a very good understanding that this is the mid-range area over here. And my TPs for here is around the $5.9 to $6 range. So right now, as it stands, this is my trade, and this is the percentage of a 40 to a 50% trade. When it gets there, I'm taking out 80% of my capital, so I have some cash, and I'm leaving 20% in for the bull market in case Dot wants to go to the moon. Isn't that amazing? To have a plan, to have a strategy, to have a structure, to understand what you're doing. I didn't even know that I was going to call Dot today, but we just did it in how fast, right? Charting doesn't take that long. Trading doesn't take that long. These things aren't that complicated if you don't complicate it. So again, this little bubbles tool is your damn friend. It's something that's really like, ooh, what's new? What's moving? What's this? You pop on once a day. I see pendles waking up. I see a bunch of tokens. I jump on. See, okay, they're breaking a 4-hour trend, which means I can trade it for the next 3 days. Oh, it's breaking a daily trend. This is a spot trade. Oh, it's breaking weekly trend. This is an investment. You know, these are things that's going to help you so much when you just understand the simple tools that you have in front of you. No one has to be a genius. Very simple. Okay, let's go to the next over here. So I want to go back over here, just zoom in and just show you guys my plan over here for Bitcoin and my 2 thoughts. Let's speak about both scenarios because I think we need to, doesn't matter how much we want something to go one way, let's always prepare for both scenarios. A little bit more of a dip off or a full breakout, full bull. As it stands now, I want to just see that this pullback that we saw yesterday is complete. Okay, it might not be, which means for me, the only thing that I would see if we do pull back is straight back into this trend line over here, which is $75,000. Okay, what that is it's not a bad thing. It's basically just showing us that, hey, a bunch of alts that broke out will come and retest. A lot of new opportunities happen if we hit that major zone. So what you see over here is right now, if we do pull back, I'm not seeing the pullback right now, but if we do, I'm looking at a $75,000 to a late $74,000 zone. In that time, what will happen is you'll put your little trend line in for that, and when it breaks the trend, we get going. Okay, that's the bearish scenario. I'm not seeing a big pullback just yet at all. Okay, then let's speak. And remember, the only thing that changes my mind is this long-term trend. That's the only thing that will tell me that there's a bigger pullback incoming. Right now, they're small pullbacks and they won't last, and the market's looking strong. Then let's speak bull. Bull from here is at any moment now over the next 2-3 hours, we go into market open and we start popping. And my next target is around $80,000. Now, what's interesting about that is the Bitcoin dominance. look at this, is very likely to go down if that happens. So expect a massive altcoin catch up on ones that are starting to break those trends. So those that 𝗦𝗡𝗏 move that just started on a couple percent for today, very likely to go 10, 15%. I'm pretty sure you guys are noticing that there's 10, 20% moves on a bunch of different altcoins every day. Okay, that's what happens here when Bitcoin starts to squeeze and that dominance starts to drop. And what I'm seeing over here, I just want to paint you guys the picture, is I think Bitcoin's going to slowly grind up or continue sideways for a couple of hours. In that time, dominance is going to come down. Altcoins are going to start catching up. And then what's going to happen is there's going to be a Bitcoin dominance bounce again. And when that bounce happens, it looks like Bitcoin's going to probably hunt down the mid 80,000s to 90,000. So there is another Bitcoin pump coming. Okay, it's just about, is the alt there yet? Has the alt caught up enough? And then Bitcoin's going to go again. Okay, and that's the understanding. So I do see in a couple of days a dominance bounce, but I see a Bitcoin push. I see us pushing into the 80,000s when that basically happens. My main target for now is 81,000 on a short time frame. Again, higher time frames, we're looking at 100. Okay, let's go through a couple of other things. I want to quickly speak about ETH. So here's ETH at the moment. If there is that higher time frame pullback, just be patient. And I just want to show you this over here, not to say that this will be the deep pullback, but when the market does want to pull back, this is what you are looking for from pullbacks. You're basically looking that ETH had this high of 2.7 for a very long time, all the way from August. Those were the highs. Now they support. So if there is a pullback, that's where you want to see the zone. That's what you're patiently for over there when you want to lay it. Especially if you've missed the tokens that you want to buy, literally just wait for zones like this. But as you can see, I got the first scenario, which is a pump from here to 3,100. Then we should start to slow down a little bit. Okay, total 3. The squeeze is on. This is why the market may not pull back before it pumps. This is the big moment over here for altcoins. So if you look at alts, they officially broke out this high on the daily. And the next one is only up over here, which is a good 10, 15% away. That's currently where the market looks like it wants to go first before a pullback. So this is just confirming again that the altcoins are currently in a short squeeze. And that's why, let's get to the Big Daddy token, right? Let's get to Solana. Let's get to Solana. Wow. Who's in Solana, guys? Probably yes in the comments. Who's in Solana?
It was $8 not long ago.
It was $8. I can't believe Rand still has those entries. He's got entries still at what? 13 bucks. He's still got leverage entries over there.
13.
What a degen. What a degen. Guys, actually, let's speak about that for a second. So what Rand did when the market was in a very terrible place, okay, or it was altcoins were cheap, he basically took a bunch of money and he just 10x'd it. He just put a bunch of 10x's, right, on a bunch of little bit of money, and he just forgot it, okay? And this was when Solana was like 13 bucks, 14 bucks in that zone. He still has that 10x position today, okay? And he's done 13,000%. So I thought about this last night, and I'm like, you know what? I usually trade at around $10,000, $20,000. I'm like, I'm going to take 500 bucks on 5x's, and I'm just going to buy a ton of coins. I'm just going to buy it and just leave it there, especially if I've made some money on some tokens. I'm going to take some profits, and I'm just going to go open up a bunch of 3x's and 5x's on a bunch of alts that are very cheap, and I'm just going to leave it because you're going to go back and you're going to be like, what the hell? You're going to look at one of them, you know, and then that's going to do crazy things. So I was just thinking about, like, you know, there's a lot of people that get lucky as well in crypto, in bull markets. They get very lucky. So it's like, okay, you know, I'm a skilled trader. I know what I'm doing. But on the side, let's also play a little bit of luck there. Let's put some entries over there. And you never know what that turns into. Okay, so Sol, guys. Sol's got one more resistance at 210. Okay, and from here, we are now going to approach the higher band. So from here, it's very likely that Sol is going to be making its way to around 240, 250 bucks. Okay, and then on its way to my first target of $400. Okay, so again, I think there's a little bit of investment entries left, but very little. You know, not a lot. I wouldn't ape into Sol anymore, but I know a lot of people have Sol. But it's just a perfect scenario, and it's just showing you beautifully that the money does move, guys. It moves. It moves to another token. It starts to shift. And Solana is one of those that are next. So well done to those on Sol. Right now, as it stands, until it's above, I just want to zoom in here because there might be a buying opportunity if the market dips at any moment. Okay, right now, the previous high is resistance. The last high that we just passed is support, which means if you ever want to buy a token, you buy it on support. Because there's two scenarios that happen over here. The one is it smashes through and it's on its way to 240 bucks. or it does cool down, drops here, and then wants to go. And that's what you wait as a buyer for someone that wants to buy some more Solana at a decent price, or keeping to the structure and keeping to the rules. So that over there is your zones for now. A 180 to 185 is your buy zones. If we get it, I don't think we're going to get it, but if we do, but for now as it stands, sold to 240, and then again when 240 is done, $400 is my target for Solana. Let's go through a couple of others. We have Sui at the moment. So as you could see, Sui's next, right? Sui's the next one to break some major highs and get going. So as you can as you can see, your previous high over here is resistance, and your previous high over there is support. So again, two scenarios. My first target is to $2.8 to $3. So again, boom, 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 starts to push through there. I know a lot of people have been loading up on Sui, or you got to be patient. Maybe the opportunity comes, then we get going. But nonetheless, Sui is the next one to go for me. And I got those time frames, so the 2.8 to 3. But let's go speak a little bit higher time frame. Let's go look at a little bit of higher time frame investment targets for Sui. So what I do is I take the bottom to the low, the high to the low, and I go look at my main 618. Your first zone to do something, which means either take your initial out or start banking some sort of profits, is the area of 3.2. So that is my first zone, and then my next zone is $5 after that. Those are my next two big zones. I like using the Fibonacci's because what it does is it does give me an area of where price can slow down, but to be honest, it gives me an exit strategy. It gives me it gives me somewhere to do something. Otherwise, I'm never going to do anything. I'm just going to hold bags for the rest of the thing and go rich and then broke again, right? So for me over here, 3.2, do something. Take something out, get your initial out, do something. And then this one over here, $5, do something. And then there is even another target of up $6 plus. Okay, let's go and let's fly through a couple of more over here. I'm still waiting patiently for a phantom dip off at the moment. So not pumping it over here. I'd rather focus on a 𝗦𝗡 for the day until this is in a good zone over here. So this is good, but I'm still waiting to see that sort of zones. You can see my patience has to step up for a couple. There looks like there's going to be some more Doge entries today. So what you could see is Doge started breaking out on the 4-hour. And what we're looking at now is at any moment here, a little test, and then Doge gets going. So keep eye on some Doge entries in the zone over here, and your stop loss will go under this level over here. My next zones for Doge, guys, is I'm looking at Doge. It's going to attempt the big high over here at 22. But then if we zoom out, we can actually see that the next areas are up to 30 cents. That's your next big zones for Doge and where I'm looking at for the next major targets for Doge. Okay, let's go through. Let's go look at Thorchain. Thorchain. It's actually the top of a buy zone, guys. And this is a spot trade for me. Definitely a spot. Your leverage, you can put a little 1 hour and see the break. But this thing's not pulling back and it's looking ready. It hit the 236 strong. And this thing looks like it wants to go. So this is also one of my favorites today to load up on a bit of a spot bag is Thorchain. Thorchain for me, my next targets are $8. So Thorchain is still one of the big opportunities. Let's speak about Say for a second. As you can see, Say's nearly there, but I'm keeping an eye over here for the break. I do think Say spot and long-term is good over here, but I'm still just being a little bit patient to see if there's this little dip off here to see. So Say is over there at the moment. Arweave, guys, this one I think is going to rocket. Arweave has just begun. 8-hour, 12-hour higher high. Okay, broke off trend. Straight in retest, and I'm looking at Arweave push into the mid-20s from here. So Arweave is one today that I'm really paying attention. I'm even paying attention to short-term trading it. I've already entered a position with Club. Yesterday, remember, guys, we are looking to start our next 10x challenge in Sniper Club. I want to show you guys over here again. I think this is a massive opportunity for you today if you want to join a community. You've done the school, you've done training, you're ready for the next level. Here, you get 33% of Black Friday special for a year, and you get up to 10% per month. Special on Sniper Club. Click on this link over here and join. And again, Sniper School. We actually got something cool. If you guys so Sniper School is free, right? So all you do is you click on the link and it's going to tell you to open it up an exchange link. It is free. It doesn't cost you any money. Okay, you do have to deposit into that exchange account, but that's your cash. Okay, maybe $20, $50, $100, it doesn't matter, right? That's your cash that you get to trade with just to verify the account. And then what you do is you unlock the entire school. So you're just opening up a exchange account, okay? And what that means is if you trade and make a lot of money in the future, okay, we make money off of fees when you're buying and selling. If you blow yourself up, we don't make any money. So the main goal and the main mission is to change lives and to help people and to educate them. That's why we made school free. And if we do a good job, the company makes money. right? That's the true, real point behind it. But we got something amazing for you guys. If you join Sniper School today and you get verified over the weekend, I'm choosing 3 people on Monday that I'm going to jump on a call with for an hour, okay? And you're going to get a private one-on-one or a 1 and 3 with me, where I can help you guys and teach you guys whatever you need. So if you verify now to the weekend on Monday, I am choosing, okay, 3 people that I'm jumping on with and to help you guys with whatever you need help with. And you get the paid game as well. The game. Oh, the game. Yeah. I'll show you over here. Remember the game, guys. Over here, there's a game launching on Paid Network. And you get a bigger allocation by being a part of school as well. So sign up today on school. Okay, let's go. 𝗬𝗓𝗡𝗏 is looking great, guys. This one for me is a great trade. We're in the tip of the zone now, and I'm looking again to those pushes. So for me, 𝗬𝗓𝗡𝗏 is one of the big ones. What's waking up fast? AVAX. Breaking out right now. Here's a spot trade. Here we go. Okay. So if we zoom out over here, remember this is higher time frame. Spot trade. There's the breakout. Big breakout. And we're still on the top of the box, which is beautiful. From here, I'm looking at us push into the mid-30s. As a start, high time frame, $40. Okay, a little bit higher time frame. Right now, here is a breakout. Boom. Catching it beautiful, catching it early. You're putting your stop loss around $24, $25. Nice there at the bottom over there. No financial advice. Let's go. Okay, next one. Get ready for an injective breakout. Daily breakouts. Guys, you only get daily breakouts about 3 times a year. Just want to remind you the difference between a 4-hour breakout and a daily and a weekly breakout. Weekly breakouts, you get 1 to 2 a year. Daily, you get maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 a year. It's not often that you get these higher time frame breakouts. So here, keep an eye for a breakout of $23. Then injective is on its way into the mid-30s. Let's speak about Cardano. I don't think Cardano is too expensive yet. I actually still think it's a very big entry. So what you are seeing over here, especially on spot, look at that weekly engulfing candle that you are currently seeing. Massive engulfing candle. Basically showed that in this time over here, all the way from May, all the downside in Cardano has been erased in 1 damn week. That is strength. Okay, and I actually want to have a look. Is there volume incoming? Volume is starting. You see this little starting to taper up, which means the big volume candle hasn't even come yet. It hasn't even begun yet. Okay, so very early when it comes to this one over here as well. So if you zoom in here, just want to show you guys that this is a daily breakout. I will not buy above 45 cents. That's a little bit of the high over here. But from here, where am I looking at us going? Let's just zoom out. I'm looking at a push to 65 to 70 cents from here. Massive Cardano run. Again, when it gets there, I'm taking out 80%, 70, 80% of my profits, 20%, I'm leaving it for the bull market. Okay, let's go. Next ones. Keep an eye on Uniswap. Uniswap is coming to a retest, guys. So Uni had a massive candle when the news came out. Well, when Trump obviously got elected, they're no longer going to get bullied anymore, right? From Gensler and all the guys. So for me, DeFi is definitely going to have a strong run as well. So what you had was a big pump. And now all that you're getting is a pump into a retest. And then I'm seeing another push back into the $12, $13 mark. So keep an eye on Uni as well. Guys, so many tokens. Oh, Sheldon, you're giving me so many tokens. What do I buy? You got to understand that crypto has narratives. Choose 2 or 3 in each narrative, right? So if you don't have much DeFi tokens, go get 1 or 2 DeFi tokens. You don't have much centralized exchange tokens, get 1 or 2. You don't have enough gaming tokens, get a couple of gaming. You know, just buy a couple. So the narratives, because the narratives are going to pop on at different times. Right now, DeFi is looking strong. So yeah, is one of my DeFi plays, which is Uni. Okay. Chainlink breakout. Big breakout. Massive breakouts. You can't deny that for the last 5 weeks, I've been screaming all these coins, right? I know it took it like an extra couple of days, but damn, like we've been screaming these tokens. There is a Chainlink breakout over there. That's where I put my stop loss. And to be honest, my TPs are up in the mid-20s to 30 for the higher time frame. So Chainlink is joining the party. Nice breakout incoming on Chainlink over there at the moment. I just want to see if Fetch is ready yet. Fetch is not ready there just yet. Okay. Couple of tweets, and then we're going to start putting your tokens in the comments, guys. What's our likes at, Maddie?
We had 170. Just under 1.2.
Okay, let me just ask you, what's our likes? 1? 1,200 likes. Yeah, I think I'm doing a great job. I think everyone's making money. I think we're doing a great job. I only get 1,200 likes, but there's over 4,500 people on the stream. In South Africa, we say shop. Shop. Okay. Let's go. So, couple of tweets, and then for now, put all your comments, all of your tokens in the comments, and I'll be the nice guy. Even though I don't have likes, I'll make sure I do some tokens. Okay.
Yeah, you'll be the good hack always.
I'll be the good guy. I'll be the good guy. Okay. Let's go through. So we got don't follow 𝗕𝗕𝗘𝗏 if you hate money. Fantastic. Craig, this tweet. So, you know, McDonald's has a McRib burger. Okay. So historically, Bitcoin goes 2x after the McBurger returns. So it returned in the beginning of 2000 or at the end of 2023, and Bitcoin went from $30,000 to $60,000. Then it happened in 2021, where Bitcoin went from $20,000 to $50,000 or $60,000. So the McRib for McDonald's, every time it returns, Bitcoin doubles, and we just want to let you know that the McRib has returned. So we have now McRib back at McDonald's, and historically that means that Bitcoin is going to double. So that's great news over there, and massive alpha that I'm bringing you. Fantastic. Moonvember has begun, so you can see the different areas. This is from Crypto Rover.
Go back. Where we are now. You missed it. Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you missed it. Yeah.
Moonvember, is this where we were in 2017, and this is where we are now? Look how early we are.
Yeah.
Early days. Nice. Bitcoin volatility has just hit the second largest drop in history.
Volatility drops if people are comfortable.
Oh, so people are not panicking out anymore. So the volatility is dropping. That's a good sign. That's a great sign. People are not panicking out so much anymore. Whales continue to accumulate Bitcoin. Another 10 fresh wallets withdrew 1,900 Bitcoin from Binance in the past 24. And this is obviously going to wallets, right? Going to wallets, looking after.
And then underneath,
Wow, 132 million. Yes, these whales, these guys. I told my mom to not buy so much. She must chill. No joking. Okay. Bitcoin versus gold ETF flow by year. Just want to remind you guys again, look what Bitcoin has done in year one. Look what gold did in year one. Insane. You can't even compare. I really believe Bitcoin is going to overtake gold in the future. I definitely do. So this is an insane amount of hype when it comes to this over here. Let's jump on. Another 560 million USDT was injected into the crypto market. 728 million USDT was injected into crypto market after the election. Where's this money coming from? Oh, fresh dollars coming in. And you know what's crazy about that? So dollars are flying in, right, into crypto at the moment. But look how people are getting out of the dollars. So the dollars come in and then they buy, right? Because look at this chart. This chart's showing very much over here, massive downside and a massive push to the down. And again, I don't think, look at this. We got one big resistance here. And then we really go. Then we are on another massive level. But look how dollars are coming into crypto, okay? But it's basically exiting the USDT and into the market. So again, you're starting to see a very, very, very small scale of FOMO. We're not on anywhere near the high scale just yet. Okay, let's go. Maddie, I need tokens, sir. Okay, give me... What's that? Drift. Okay, what is Drift? A game? No, it's something on Bybit, isn't it? I think it's something on Bybit. Okay, give me a couple there, Maddie. Give me a couple there. Let's go. Okay, so we got CAS. I'll go through CAS now in a sec. No problem. Then I'm going to go MOG. Okay, so CAS, USDT. Let's put this in over here. Cool. Let's go MOG. Is this memes, right? Is the community forcing me into memes? Okay, no problem. Next one. I did Arweave in the show, guys. Watch before in the show. I did do Arweave. Ray USDT. I know a lot of people listened with these Solana tokens. They must be moving. Okay, let's go through a couple of them. So, Drift.
It's on Solana.
Okay. Let's zoom out and have a look over here. So obviously a massive breakout from Drift at the moment. So if you want to, so definitely no buys here, but give you a little bit of an idea of where this thing goes next. Okay, so you can see, look exactly where it stops. Look at this. It's so interesting. When I take the tops, look at that. You can never tell me that a Fibonacci doesn't work. So remember when I told you that you take your fib from the top to the bottom, okay, and then when you get through the 618, it goes to 1618. Look at that. Literally went absolutely. So that's definitely a short-term TP zone, this area over here. Okay, and your buy zones are back at these levels over here. So again, 60 to 65 cents is your buy zones. Okay, your resistance to take profits or do something, to take some sort of profits over here. And if it gets through there, then your next area is your 2618, which is sitting at 1.3 to 1.4. So just to give you a quick summary over there, that the green box is your buy zones and the red box are your sell zones. There we go. Okay, very simple. Look how amazing these 618s work, guys. Incredible. The 1618s, the Fibonacci's are, look exactly where it stopped on that level. And again, take you back here just to show you what this looks like on the Bitcoin chart. Let's just zoom out here to show you guys on the Bitcoin chart what this looks like. Short time frame from here to here, $90,000, $114,000. High time frame. Let's clear out here the major cycle. So what you do now is you take a Fibonacci from here all the way down to here. You can see we broke the 1618, 100,000, and the next one 160, and the next one 200K. So it gives you a good idea of where we're looking at Bitcoin go next, right? Next sort of areas. Okay, Casper. Casper's taking a little bit more time, but it is sitting back in the zone. So you got to be a little bit patient. It is, I don't know what happens to Casper, why it's lost a bit of steam, you know, to what it was. But there we go. On the other side of the trend, so when it will get going is when you basically pop in this little 4-hour trend over here, and that's when it's going to pop again. But we are approaching by like load up zones. This zone over here is your load up zones. And when it breaks that trend over there, it's when it's going to get going. And what I'm looking for personally, because I am holding Casper, is a pushback up to this range of the 17, 18 cent mark. Now make a nice 70%, take some cash out and leave some for the bull markets. Let's go MOG. Let's jump out and see MOG. Okay, so it's on an all-time high break. I saw it push yesterday. It did get a big sell-off. You see that big volume over there. Just be careful. It might mean a pullback. So your pullback zones, let's speak about where you would want to buy this if you wanted to buy more, is this zone over here. So all I did is I drew the bottom trend line. You see? And you can see that that gives me a great support area over here. And then we now know that that is the highs over there. And if it gets through, it did hit a big rejection in those. So just understand it might come to the green box first. Okay. But once it gets, if it holds there and breaks the highs, then where we are going next is your 1.618. So there we go. So just, it's a lot of zeros. I'm not going to mention all the zeros, but it gives you an idea. It's another 72% away. Okay. So again, take a Fibonacci from the top on the 23rd of July to the bottom of the 7th of September. Make sure when you click on your Fibonacci over here, that you can put in your 1618, 2618, and your 3.618, and it will give you all those levels. There we go. What is our likes at, Maddie? 1.7. We're getting there. Yes, look at our call on radium. We got it all the way down there. Oh, come on, we called this beautifully. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting, guys. A lot of your tokens are going to start doing this. I want you to use this token as a template. Okay, because Cardano is down here at the moment, and so is a lot of tokens. So eventually what they start doing is they start completing the higher big time frame cup, right? And that's why you've seen many times of alts. You've seen that they go through a big bull market, then they go through the thing, and then they do the cup, and then they start recovering the other side. You want to pay attention to the early breakouts that happen there, but then also the important Fibonacci levels going up over there. So just to show you the big resistance zones and where I would be taking some profits, I take my Fibonacci now from the top all the way to the bottom. Okay, and you can see my first TP is approaching at 6.4. That's my first TP. Next one is at $10. So what I'll do is I'll take my initial out here. Every time it doubles, I will just take out 50%, 50%, 50% for as long as it rides. That's what I would do on Radium personally. So I would not enter this short term. I would not enter this trades right now. I would only but focus on the bags that I do have of it. And those are my TP strategies and exits for now over there. Okay, more tokens. Maddie. People want grass, but it's like it's just a candle. It's just one green candle, right? Is that the chart? Okay, so I put grass up there. Zeus, Z-E-Z-E-U-S. Is this also a meme? Okay. Oh, so DeFi DeFi plays over here. Actually, might have sushi for lunch. Okay. Grass.
But the big thing there is
Yeah, there's something happening. Okay. You see when coins do this, what do you do now, right? You can kind of gather. So the best way to do it,
it's not a meme.
the best way to do it is not a meme. The best way to do is to put this line in over here. So jump to the 1 hour. Your starting point is at the 6th of November. Put that line in and ride it for as long as it holds that line. That's the best advice that I can, not advice, the best information that I can give you about when you get a coin that's going parabolic. You just got to track the momentum. And again, if it goes faster, quicker, all you do is you zoom in and you go here and you track the quicker. And that's it. Okay. So you don't know where it's going to go. You don't know how it's going to go. It's hyping right now. It could go to the damn moon. So you don't want to sell off too early. Just put your I would prefer this trend line over here. Put this trend line in and ride it for as long as it rides that trend line. When it starts breaking the trend line, take a decent amount of profits and move on. Okay. Next one over here. Zeus. Okay, so I like these kind of charts. First thing over here, daily breakouts. Second thing that's happening now, retest, great zone. Okay, then what you do is, so it's actually in some spot buys. Remember, guys, these are not my tokens. Do your research. I have no idea about these tokens, about all of them. You know me, I trade my good old faithfuls because I know how to trade them. Also on Solana. Okay, so there we go. Okay. So your buy zones now are basically between this 26 and just under the 30-cent mark. Your stops will be around 23 cents. And then what's from here, it's going to make its way up to 35. And that's when the real pop happens. Okay, so that's where the real move. So from here, creep up, but that's where the squeeze happens. And that's where I'll take a decent amount of profits, which is around 50 to 55 cents. Okay, next one, sushi swap. Get ready. So because you got a little bit of a hint of a DeFi pump, you can see volume is incoming. Keep an eye out over there. There we go. Not ready yet. When it breaks that, then it's going to go. Where is my next target? Pretty easy. I look at the left here. That high over there is already at 1.2. And then after that, the next lows over here at 1.5. So those are my two TPs. Breakouts. Wait for the breakout. Until it's broken out, it will come down and test a FIRB or anything. But I would wait for it to cool down, breakouts, and that is my TPs. 1.2 to 1.3 and 1.5 is my TP zones on sushi. More coins, Maddie. ILV. This thing got wrecked, though. I have so much of it, but it's no point having. It's like South African money. You can have lots of it, but it's not worth anything. Okay, but I do love Illuvium. And I know it will have its run. I definitely believe in the team and project. Okay, so right now, guys, it's still bleeding, still in depression phase. Very clear that you could see. So all you want to do here is just pop this trend in. When it pops in, it will get going. When we do, however, reach the bottom, okay, in the zone, at any moment it breaks that trend, we will start approaching the mid-range. So from here, I do think it's a great trade when it breaks trend. You're going to have $80 and then you're going to have $110. So there is a pump coming. I think it is January, guys. I think it's January. I think alt season's January. That's when these things are going to go crazy. I'm telling you, you're going to have 1 week, and I'm just going to go back over here. You're going to have 1 week where you're going to have this, where it just goes from $30 all the way to $260. Quick. Okay, so just know that these tokens doesn't mean they're crap and they're taking forever. It just means that we are not that part of the cycle just yet. Next. Perth. Yeah. Do we have 2,000 likes?
1,800.
Okay.
Render.
Remember, render will run when AI runs. Under. Okay, cool. Let's pop these in and let's go. Okay. Guys, do you like these where we sit and chart your coins? Let me know. Pop in the chat. Say yes, yes, yes. I want to see nearly 4,000 comments, bro. Yeah. Jeez, I could. Okay. Insane. Okay, let's zoom out over here. Perth. So, great breakout happening on Perth at the moment, which means spot traders, this is what you're looking for, right? And from here now, very simple that this is going to go to the mid-range. So, you, again, FIRB from top to the bottom. Your first area is 61 cents. This is a good trade. This is actually a very good trade that we're seeing over here at the moment. So you got your first area over here, which is the 58 to 60 cents. And then the next major area over here is 80 cents. So those are your two big areas for now. And this is midterm. High time frame, by the way. Wow, this is back up to the highs over there. Super high time frame. You do have a crazy, realistic, possible, we'll see, target of 1.6. So that's a big one over there for now. For now, I would focus on 60 cents and 80 cents. Keep it nice and clean. Take some bit of profits there and leave some for the bull market. Very simple. Guys, that's all that you're going to do. Imagine every week you are trading 10 new coins. Okay? And you make money in the week for them. And you end up taking profits and you leave 20% in. Do you know how many altcoins you're going to have in your bag for the bull market? Because every week you're just getting what's hot and you're using it, you're making money and you're leaving some for the damn bull market. Like you're going to build up a really strong altcoin bag, you know, like a bull market portfolio. And again, guys, just do this with your portfolio. This was an old portfolio. I'd love to see where it is now. Over here, oh, this was Rand's one. Let me just show it. There. You can see like a little bit of like, where am I putting my money in, right? 30% here, 30% here, 25% here. You know, there we go. So just remember, you got a low risk, medium risk, high risk, and a very high part of your portfolio. So make sure you have split that up nice and strong. Okay, so Pit is a really good one. Nice, guys. Well done. So Render, are they still busy changing this token or what?
Nice.
And merging? Okay, so what you do have here on Render is you get a little 8-hour break. It's actually in a short-term buy zone. Okay, high time frame. If I zoom out over here and just see where we're at the moment, let's see if we got any high time frame breakouts just yet. Let's see. Let's have a look. Okay, not just yet. Very close though. So it says that right now you're buying, but it looks like probably around the mid of November you're going to get a Render breakout, a bigger one. Then it's on its way back to $9-10. So for now, remember what I spoke about the other day is when you have a token that is moving like this, and then it dumps and it does this, what you get is a trend line that shows you time capitulation. And it just shows you that this coin is going to still, it's not going to pump yet until it breaks that trend. So it gives you a bit of an idea that if I look here, okay, this coin will pump in the next 20 days. And it gives you an idea of when to pay attention. Then what you do is you go put an alarm on the trend and you be patient. So this one's showing in the middle of, in the next week or two, we should start getting a nice little rally within Render. Ondo as well. Let's keep an eye on Ondo. Let's see where it's at. Okay. There we go. Not far from a daily breakout. Be patient when it breaks out. For now, again, your buy range lows. When that trend breaks is where it's going to get going. Pop your damn fib on it. And you'll have a good target of $1.1 as your next target. Do we have 2,000 likes? Okay, can we have some giveaways? Who wants giveaways? I will give away 2 sniper clubs. And I'll give away 3 Bitfunded. Again, massive shout out to Bitfunded. Loving them. There's a lot of success happening over here. Instead of using your own money right now, especially if you're new, you're here, you're coming in because you've heard this Bitcoin thing's amazing. We've broken all-time highs. Do not go and learn how to trade your own leverage accounts with all your money. You're going to lose it. I'm telling you now, out of love. Okay, you're going to do it. We're here. You put in $80 or $79. Okay, and you get through 2 levels. If you get an 8% and a 5% trade, correct? What that does is it shows that firstly you're getting trading correctly, and then you unlock $5,000 that you can keep 90% of the profits every time you buy and sell that over there. Okay. If you buy 2 of these, guys, with my link below in the description, where is it? Here. If you buy 2 of them, you get a free $5,000 challenge within 72 hours. A free one over here. So you got a $99 package, $249. Again, what I'm doing with my person, I'm opening up a couple of them just on the side for the bull market for me because it's amazing. Did I only put in 99? I work a little bit, I get through the levels, and I unlock the big amounts over here. So this is a great way to learn leverage trading if you want to learn leverage. Okay, so let's go. Who wants Bitfunded? Who wants one of these? Okay, and who wants Sniper Club? Let me know. Okay, Kiara, you get a Bitfunded. You get a $79 account. Go, there is in the description, there is a giveaway link over there or an email. You go there and you verify that's you and you will get it. Okay, next one. Let's go. Bitfunded giveaway. I have no idea to say that name, but for you, Syed. I think it's Syed. Okay, you get a Bitfunded account. Can I please look for some Sniper Club members who wants to be a part of Sniper Club? Remember, Sniper Clubs are massive special, guys. Join Sniper Club. We've got a 10x challenge going. It's exciting. And we have a Club 2.0 launching. It's gonna be fun. Okay, Sniper Club. AB, yes, you get a Sniper Club. Let's give one more. Richard, you're here every day with that weed plant, bro. I love it, dude. You're a stoner from a previous stoner 𝗕𝗠𝗩𝗧, much love. Guys, love you lots. Have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for a phenomenal week. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you guys all on Monday. Much love. Bye.